Hi, Izzy here, and today I want to talk to you about carb cycling. So, carb cycling is something that I often go over with a lot of my clients, typically just on our first session. And I wanted to go over it with you today and also for a reminder for my clients because anytime you learn something new, even if it is super easy, it's foreign. It's something completely new and it's not going to feel super easy the first time you hear it, maybe not even the third time you hear it. But I guarantee once you give this a try for a week or two, it's going to feel like the easiest version of carb cycling you could possibly do. So I did the precision nutrition certification, and this was a little thing that it mentioned within this massive textbook. and it was something that I tried. It just really struck me as interesting, and it really followed a lot of the research that I had done for people who need to lose weight and they're having a really hard time losing it. The people that keep hitting that plateau or that they just something that worked for someone else isn't working for them. It's typically that larger body type. Uh, you find that you try something for a little bit, it works, and then suddenly it stops working. So that body type, this is what this is really good for. Granted, if you're another body type, it also works well for you. But if you're that one body type that's stuck, this is the thing that really works for you. All right. So carb cycling made simple. It's a 3-day cycle. All right. So if you've got a piece of paper, or if you want to pause and get a piece of paper, I really recommend doing this. Writing things down will be the easiest way for you to keep this going. It's something that you can put on the fridge, however you want to do it. So day one is your zero sticky carbs. And when I say sticky carbs, I mean that because a lot of times I get two groups of people. There's the one group that's like, oh, carbs, they think breads and maybe sugars, and that's all they think. That's what I'm referring to when I say the zero carbs, because that's the typical client I get. However, for the people that know nutrition, they understand that vegetables are also carbs. So when I say no sticky carbs, I'm being very specific. I mean no potatoes, no breads, no rice, no grains. Nothing is happening like that on day one, especially no sugars. So no sticky carbs. Go ahead and write that down. No sticky carbs. I'm going to write it down for you on day one. No sticky carbs. Okay. Day two, you get one serving of carbs. It's a healthy serving of carbs. That does not mean bread. You're still not getting any bread on day two. Day two means that at lunchtime, not at dinner, at lunchtime, maybe breakfast, breakfast is fine too, you can have your carbs. So maybe you want a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. It's going to be a small bowl, not a big, like, go full force kind of thing. It's just a small bowl. This is kind of where you feel like you're cheating a little bit or you're getting a little bit of something. It's like you wanted the whole bag of candy, but you only got one piece. We're still not eating candy. It's just an example. So you get one handful of healthy carbs. And again, when I'm referring to that, I'm referring to those sticky carbs. So oats or rice, maybe quinoa, something of that sort on day two, 1 cup. Day three is where you're going to feel like you're going wild. You're going to feel like it's a party. You're going to feel like it's cheat day. Um, Maybe you have oats for breakfast and you have a thing of rice for lunch. So you get 2 handfuls of healthy. Then all you do is repeat that over again. I find this is really helpful because we can tend to fathom what's going on within 3 days. You can keep up with what's happening in 3 days. If it's a 7-day, 14-day kind of carb cycling where you're like 2 days of this and 3 days of that, it just gets so overwhelming. You've really got to be journaling all of it. I don't really recommend that unless you're one of the people that is getting ready to go into a competition, like a body competition of some sort. I still find this works pretty well, building up to that, because what it does is it creates confusion in the body, especially because it's not the same as like, oh, every Monday I'm doing this. No, you're not following a routine like that. There's 7 days in the week. That's an odd day or odd number. So you've got another odd number. It's never going to land the same. It's going to keep confusion happening in the body, which is what we want because we're not letting the body adapt. However, you're also not depriving yourself of carbs. So I really caution people from cutting out carbs completely, such as like the Atkins diet. Ton of research. Atkins diet is pretty proven to have caused a lot of fibromyalgia cases because we need carbs for our nervous system. So if you find you're one of those people that get a little shaky, you feel a little off, maybe you're cutting out your carbs a little too much. So if you're not eating enough vegetables, especially while we're doing this lower carb on that end, you need the vegetables because you do need those carbs. And vegetables are a great way to get your antioxidants and get your health in that way. All right, I hope this helps. I hope this is simple. Again, it's the first day is no sticky carbs, 2 is only 1 handful, day 3 is only 2 handfuls. Um, it's that simple. It really is. So what do you eat when you're not eating, carbs? Well, yeah, no cereal. I don't know. That used to be me, and I used to weigh a lot more. I'd eat cereal 2, 3 times a day, or I was eating ice cream, or I was eating muffins and having sandwiches, and it doesn't work. Our body is adapted for that if we're in starvation. Like if you're literally like we're back in the 20s, 30s, maybe even 50s, and food is not readily available and you're only eating like this much, then breads and those things are great. Still, they only had cake when it was a birthday. So, I mean, times have changed. We have food readily available to us. The best thing is as much protein as you can get. Once your body fills up on protein, you'll just urinate the rest out. And pure protein, which not promoting a meat diet, but if you were to eat chicken all day, like chicken's not going to convert into fat. It's just going to be lean protein. So more about that another time. I could go on and on and on. I'm Izzy. This is FigLeaf.Fit. And you can check out me on Facebook at Nally Wellness or FigLeaf.Fit. My Facebook page is FigLeafFitness.com and then IzzyNally.com as well. I'm a yoga therapist, nutritionalist, personal trainer, holistic style, many other certifications that go along with it. Quite addicted to knowledge, and I love to share it. So I hope you follow, subscribe, and I hope to teach you more.